What's up guys, today I explain you Jujutsu Kaisen 271 preview, the end of the series. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe this channel, because we are close to hit the 1200 followers and now have fun with the video. Jujutsu Kaisen will finally come to an end next week, and fans are incredibly excited, yet sad at the same time. It is safe to say that JJK is a story that has touched the hearts of many people all over the world over the years. Yuji's journey has been spectacular, to say the least, and fans have also gotten to see a brilliant cast, most of which have been exciting for the fans to watch over the years. Now, however, the series is coming to an end, and JJK chapter 271 will finally see Yuji, Nobara, and Megumi for one last time before the author, Jijaku Tami, drops the curtain on the series. Quite easily, one of the most important plot points in JJK chapter 271 is going to be the curse user that was introduced in the previous chapter. Of course, fans have not seen this curse user yet, but based on what was talked about in the previous episode, this curse user might just be very strong. The curse user has affected a woman. Although it's not serious at this point according to Megumi, there is no malicious intent, but things could be very different as the story moves forward. According to Megumi, this curse user is at least of a semi-1 street grade or higher level, with the potential ability to suppress how strong it truly is. Fans absolutely cannot wait to see what this curse user has to offer in the next chapter, and how Yuji, Megumi, and Nobara will go about exercising this powerful individual. At the same time, fans also know that the upcoming chapter will give readers time to see the three main characters of JJK combined. This is a brilliant opportunity for them to show what they have learned over the years, and perhaps all of them will take their skills to the next level. Perhaps this curse user will be strong enough to see Yuji use his domain expansion and Megumi to show that he has completed his own as well. Perhaps Nobara will whip out some new techniques, and these are the things that fans are incredibly excited to see in the upcoming chapter of JJK. JJK chapter 271 might also link this curse user to the culling game. Megumi believes that this individual is a remaining game player who was awakened by Kenjaku. For now, fans don't know who this person is and what their goal is going forward, but things are certainly looking exciting in this story. JJK chapter 271 is also likely going to tackle the mystery of Gojo's return. As things stand, fans do not know anything about what happened to Gojo Satoru. Things are especially weird concerning Gojo, and this is because the author does not even seem to acknowledge his death. In the previous chapter of the series, Sumiki, who fans know to be Megumi's sister, was seen getting her own grave, and closure was delivered to the fans in regards to this particular character. However, the same has not been done for Gojo at all. What's even more surprising is that fans don't even know what happened to Gojo after Shinjuku Showdown. Yuji mentioned having spoken to Gojo personally, but other than that, nothing has been revealed about this character's death, which is incredibly shocking, to say the least. Perhaps Jij is doing this for a reason, and Gojo is alive. There are plenty of hints in the story that suggest that he might have survived, and as things stand, this could very well be true. Regardless, there isn't much left to theorize on, as JJK chapter 271 is the last one in the entire series. If Gojo truly is alive, fans will find out next week, and finally, the long debate about whether there is a possibility of Gojo's return or not is going to be settled once and for all. These are the most important aspects of the story that JJK chapter 271 is going to cover, and fans absolutely cannot wait to see it. Of course, there are also many other loose ends in the story that still need to be wrapped up, but it is not possible for the author to do all that in just a couple of pages. Clearly, fans will have many unsatisfied conclusions in regards to JK's ending, and whether or not these plot points will be tackled and the proper conclusion will be delivered pertaining to these loose ends depends on what the future of the story is from here onwards. With Jujutsu Kaisen coming to an end, fans are wondering whether the story is truly going to end or not. As things stand, JJK is ending with chapter 271, and this was confirmed by the author as well. However, whether the story is going to wrap up forever, or if there is going to be a part 2, or any other sequel, remains to be seen. As things stand, the direction in which JJK is heading seems rather confusing, and it doesn't feel like the story is ending. If it truly is, then the author is certainly not doing a good job of portraying the proper end of the series. Similarly, fans also know that there's going to be a major announcement with the final chapter of GJK next week. At the same time, the editor recently teased that there is much more to come in regards to GJK, and whether that is simply a message to hype the last chapter, or if there is truly a possibility for GJK to continue, fans will find out very soon. Hopefully, next week, things will be clear, and fans will have something to celebrate as well. Of course, if GJK doesn't continue, then fans simply have to be content with what they got here, and hope that Jujutsu Kutami returns to Jump later down the line with a new series of his own. Regardless of how the story concludes next week, one absolutely cannot dispute the fact that the author deserves some rest. Clearly, knowing that Jujutsu has struggled greatly in regards to delivering weekly chapters, especially as of late, he has earned himself this rest, regardless of what fans think about his ending. Jujutsu Kaisen has been one hell of a ride for all the readers. And of course, while it has had its ups and downs, one absolutely cannot discredit the fact that this story has changed modern shonen in many ways and given fans countless moments of joy. Regardless of whether Jujutsu Kaisen is going to continue or not,